how foggy it is. So foggy out here, but it feels good. You gotta pull the heels. Can't complain, just pull them. Pull them, push them, push them. Imagine a pulley pulling you up the hill until you get to the top. Imagine a pulley pulling you up the mountain until you reach the top. Imagine the satisfaction that you get once you reach the top. Adam, what am I gonna do with you? Yes, she has a big back, Adam. I don't. Adam, you better go look at my shorts. I ain't got no big back. Let me see. Why the pants today? He said, okay, let's have fun with the troll, okay? Adam, when the troll comes over here, we have fun with the trolls, okay? Because sometimes they just don't have anything to do. But listen, as long as they're giving a view, look, as long as they're giving a view, we'll give them something to do. Okay, let's talk to the troll. Al says, I can think of a few things. Just kidding. Listen, Adam, we got a troll. He might be gone. You know, once you call a troll out, they leave. He said, why pants today? And then he said, he wants to see thighs, right? Now, I'm not gonna even, you know what? I'm gonna let him make it because that lets me know. He said, why pants today? Sometimes you got trolls who used to be in your chat. And then you have people who, they're not trolls, they just don't like to drop down, right? And so that is one right there, that statement that he made. You know, when I say people say they like to see me move my legs, that lets me know that even it's coincidental that he said, why pants today? Because I rarely wear pants, right? I'm always in shorts until it gets cold, okay? So he said, why pants today? Lets me know that he's in here, he just doesn't drop down sometimes. And he likes what he sees. And sometimes people like big back, she don't like that. You know what, Adam, you might be a troll too. Did you not check the YouTube guidelines and policy? There are weirdos on here. You hear me talking about a big back. She's already obsessed with me. Okay, I had to check. I had to see what he was talking about. Okay, I'm back, Adam. I had to see what he was talking about. Because, you know, it's foggy out here. I don't tell people where people live. Ask me about where somebody lives. Like, that's a no-no. Don't ask me nothing about where nobody lives. He was asking too many questions. I'm like, I don't even know you. We know everybody around here. How do I know the person you're looking for? You don't have a problem with them. Don't ask me where somebody lives, if I know where somebody lives. Shoot. But you know what? Some people are so gullible. Some people are so crazy that once he stopped to ask me about somebody's location, they would have given it to him. They would have given it to him. I know exactly who he's talking about. But I don't know him. I don't know him. So yeah, Adam, he came in and said, no legs today, or we can't see your legs today. So that lets me know that he is one of the people who emails me and says that just watching my legs move gives him enjoyment. And that's what a couple of big backs, the big back twins, they don't like that. They don't like that. We love to see your thighs. Let me see, what's his name? It's not Malachi. I don't know what that is. Makakadari. So I don't know him. but he watches the lives. Big back, she be so mad. She be so mad. She tried to do everything I do. She over there going broke trying to purchase every piece of equipment that she thinks that I might have. First it was the stepper, then it was the twisting plate. Now it's the the desk elliptical. Baby, you got some mental problems for real. But it's me. It's me. It's me. You don't see me doing anything that you're trying to do. And I know you're going to catch this replay. Yep, because I watch you watch me. But what you don't see is me doing anything you do. Rottweiler. Rottweiler head. Bull head, big back. Hey. Okay. Big back, big back, big back, big back. Big enough that the world can see that you can't F with me. Big, you know what? I'm not gonna even do a freestyle on her. I'm not gonna even do a freestyle on her. I'm not gonna do a freestyle on her. It is definitely foggy, but it looks not. It looks scary. It looks scary. It looks creepy. Remix. She keep on. She gonna get a remix for real. I got just the right person to do it. She needs to stay out that kitchen. One hand, you want to exercise all day, supposedly, quote unquote. On the other hand, you want to eat up all the butter, oil, spices. Girl. They'll let you know when people aren't true to whatever they're claiming to be true to. You can't do one thing and then do something. On one hand, you do one thing. On the other hand, you do something that completely goes against what you're doing on the left hand. You do something in the left hand, then you do something in the right hand that goes completely against what you're doing in the right hand, in the left hand, and vice versa. And vice versa. I called her name before. She knows who she is. I don't call her name all the time because I try to be positive, you know. But when people poke, you have to poke back sometimes. So I'll call her name when I'm ready. Don't ask me any questions, because you might tempt me to call it. But I call her name when I feel like she's getting too out of hand. I really think she got mental issues. That's why I don't really mess with her like I could. But I called her name before. She knows who she is. She watching right now. She watching to see what I do. See, that's why I don't do much on here. Because I have her over there about the... She'll be over there. Listen, everything that I do, she tries to do. She can't do the more physical things. The certain stretches, the bendings, the certain manipulations. She can't do that. So she just goes and buys every machine that she thinks that I might buy. Or I might have. Because I ain't buying ish. Everything I buy to last. Go get you a Peloton, girl, if you really want to put out some money. She wasting $40, $50, $100 here or there. She couldn't wait to say she had an elliptical. Why, she gonna go get another one now? But it's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's not her. It's me. She real stalkerish. She got like single black female vibes. Yep, you got to get that type. Listen, you can get that type booty at home. You can get a type booty at home. If you know what you're doing. I be trying to tell her, get those arms right, but she won't pop out arms. She be trying to work the forearms. She be trying to work her forearms. I'm like, your forearms? Girl, what the hell? You not in a damn, Lord have mercy. Why would you want forearms? Huge forearms. You want your whole arm to be, each section of your arm to fit, to be equivalent. Okay, you want your biceps to match your triceps and vice versa. You want your forearms to match your upper arms. You don't want them to be excessively big or excessively, your upper arm excessively bigger than your lower. But see, that's when people don't know and they're just trying to copy somebody. They do stupid things and they say stupid things. A lot of men work. Yeah, exactly, Adam. Exactly. A lot of men. Men. You said it. That's the key word. Key words. A lot of men work their forearms. Hey, Jordan, how are you? I liked and shared you out. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. I haven't seen you today. Well, you know what? I've been busy at work today. Got home, changed clothes, and came on. So I got to check you out. I know you did a live most likely today. I know you did some shorts. If you didn't do a live, I know you did some shorts. So I would definitely be over there to check you out, share you out. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you, Jordan. Thank you for the true support, the genuine support. Thank you, Adam. We got about, it's not really dark out here. It's so funny. It's just that it's like, it's really, really foggy. It's really foggy. So, am I back? Am I back? Okay, have a phone call. One of my girlfriends, she does it every time. Every time. Knows that I'm on here live. About what time, and she still calls me. She still calls me. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you, Adam, for being in the chat. She still calls me anyway. Because she says she doesn't know exactly what time I switch up. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. Those phone calls be messing you up sometimes. I'm like, girl, just wait until 8 o'clock. Just wait till 8 o'clock. Or wait till right after I get off work. But I understand. Sometimes people can't call you when it's convenient for you. They have to call you when it's convenient for them. They have to call you when they can, when it's convenient for them. So I understand. It's just funny to me. That a lot of times that's when she calls. But she's not the only one. She's not the only one. So we're pulling this heel. Gotta pull. Okay? Pull. Imagine someone pushing you up the hill. Imagine yourself pulling, holding on to a pulley and just pulling. Okay? A pulley system. A rope. Walk yourself up. Walk yourself up. Walk yourself up until you hit the top. Woo, we hit the top. Make sure y'all click the like. Okay, click the like button. Click the like button and show support. Whether you're in the live, whether you're in the bushes, whether you catch the replay. And if you over here just to be nosy, you're giving a view. You're giving a view. And guys, I always tell people thank you. Now I don't beat people up about the likes, because my thing is, if you come through here, I appreciate the likes. They are helpful. That's support. But if you don't hit the like and you just watch, guess what? That's support. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. When you tap that bell, tap all. Okay? That's support. Okay? If you do decide to drop in the chat and engage, that's support. All right? Like, comment, share. Some people want you to share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay? Or just watch. You can watch. But if you are a content creator and you're only watching, then nobody will know. So you can't, if you don't, If you go around and you just watch people as a content creator, that's crazy to me. Without at least saying hello, hola, how you doing? Because that means you got a little vibe going on. You got a little haterade going on. Or you're trying to find something out that you can take back to your channel, but you don't want that person to see you in their channel, so they can't say that's where you got it from. Listen, y'all, these adults are something else, okay? These adults are something else. They're worse than kids. They're worse than kids, high school kids. They try to be sneaky, manipulative. And listen, everybody's up on their game. We've all been there. Either you experienced it or you've done it. You've either experienced it, you've done it, or both. I'm thankful for your content. I hope I make you laugh. You do. You do, Adam. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You do make me laugh. You're so funny. You be so funny. But that's what the apps were meant for, you know, for people to positively engage. I know. Once these cell phones became what they are, and once these applications, i.e. apps, short for apps, apps, short for applications, became available, people went crazy. Look at that frog. Look at that frog guy. You see him? He's a dark one too. Look at him. Look at him. He's a dark one. You see him? Jump, 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 jump to it. Look at him. He better not jump up on me. What's up, Froggy? I should catch him. If I had some gloves, I'd catch him. I'd catch him and take him home. Listen, he's being still. He wants me to get him. Y'all think I should get him? I don't have any gloves. If I had some gloves, I'd get him. Look at him. See, as soon as I stopped talking to him, he started hopping away. As soon as I started talking to him, he started to hop away. Greetings from, is that Canada? Lord Latalis. Hi, Lord Latalis. Greetings from the U.S. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. I can't see it. It looks like a Canadian flag to me. If it's not a Canadian flag, I apologize. And greetings from us here in the U.S. to you. If that's Canada, to you over there in Canada, or to wherever you are from. Thank you for saying hello. Switzerland. Oh, gosh. I'm all wrong. It didn't quite look like Canada. It didn't have enough white in it, but I didn't know what it was. But thank you for coming in and saying hello from Switzerland. I was wondering, when I saw Lord, I was like, I don't know many people that go by Lord in Canada, but the flag kind of looked Canadian. Like I said, the only reason I wasn't quite sure is because there was more red. Thank you. I appreciate you. We're just walking and talking over here. That's what we do most days of the week. We come on here, we walk and talk. We emphasize the importance of fitness because your health is your wealth is what they say, right? Well, over here in Lions Pride, I say that your health and fitness are your wealth because there are two different things that go hand in hand. You can be absolutely as healthy as an ox, right? But how do you feel when you walk up a flight of steps? How's your endurance? How's your stamina? Okay? There's always room to improve that, right? No matter what your health is, if you are able, there's room to improve that. And so that's what we do over here. We encourage that improvement, right? We do not professionally, medically, or clinically assess, diagnose, treat, evaluate, or prescribe. We drop nuggets over here in the Pride, right? We drop nuggets over here in Lions Pride, and I want you guys to pick up those nuggets, the nuggets that you share with each other, the nuggets that you share with me, the nuggets that I share with you. I want you to pick them up, and I want you to start rubbing and cleaning them off, polishing them off by doing research. Okay? Research, all right? And then you take those nuggets and turn them into rubies and diamonds and all these sapphires and things like that. You take them to your healthcare provider and you have a conversation, okay? And you figure out which nuggets work for you, okay? Some nuggets are mild things you can do that any doctor is probably okay with. But if you have any health issues, Always consult your healthcare provider. If you don't have any health issues, always consult your healthcare provider. That could be your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, right? Your specialty doctors, your occupational therapist, your physical therapist. It can be your fitness coach, right? It could be your personal trainer, right? Make sure that you are on one accord with all those people, because those people make up your healthcare team. They make up your football team. They make up your basketball team, okay? So you want to make sure that you guys are all on the same page, that there is open communication, all right? That's before you want to use them. Small changes you can make on your own. You know how you feel. Listen to how your body feels. You want to work your body, but don't overexert your body. Work your body, but make sure you don't hurt your body, okay? So always have open lines of communication between you and your healthcare team members, all right? Figure out a plan, a schedule, a routine, a curriculum that will work for you. They will figure that out with you, for you, and they will give you alternatives, okay? If anything is uncomfortable, if anything hurts, if you get tired or overexertion, stop, slow down and or stop, okay? Slow down and or stop. You want to work your body, but you don't want to hurt your body. You want to work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body. Don't overexert your body. Now, you will experience some exertion because you're working, but knowing enough is enough, and when too much is too much, and when to stop and start again later, all right? So before starting, restarting, stopping, changing any exercise plan, regimen, schedule, routine that you guys have come up with, consult your healthcare provider, unless you're making some type of modification that they've already approved, okay? It's been 30 minutes, 32 minutes. I gotta get to the gym. This is gonna be a gym day, all right? So, you guys, we're gonna talk about some of the R words as we always do. It is the Thanksgiving weekend for those who celebrate Thanksgiving. In other countries, you may not be celebrating Thanksgiving. But for those who do, or if you're an American and you're in another country and you're celebrating Thanksgiving, I wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful, happy, happy Thanksgiving week. Okay? Not just Thanksgiving Day, but every day. And this is the day and week designated to Thanksgiving. Sometimes you have to put yourself first in order to continue to be able to put those who you love first every day, right? So sometimes, some days you gotta put yourself first in order to continue to put them first, right? So, as I said, I hope you've gotten up and moved for an hour today, at least 30 minutes. And for those who are just starting, 10 to 15 is fine, okay? Just move, keep moving consistently, and be persistent about it. Keep moving, keep pushing, keep pulling. Some cases you gotta keep pulling, all right? Keep going, keep reaching, keep climbing, okay? Keep motivating yourself. Motivate your damn self, all right? You're adults. Find your motivation from God. Find your motivation from within and from those who truly know and love you. And if you can find motivation from someone else, all good, all gravy, baby. But never latch on to a person to become so attached that they have you spending your money unnecessarily. They have you doing crazy things. It's just like a bad relationship. A man can have your nose so wide open, he'll have you acting a fool. Sometimes people can become so obsessed with somebody, they will act crazy. Don't do that. Put yourself first. You come first. Put God first and then you. All right? And I know most of us, hey, Betty, welcome in Retirement Days, Comfort Foods and more. I know many of us put our families first. That's what we do. Our loved ones, our children, our spouses, our parents, our siblings, close friends, aunties, uncles. But you got to remember to be a little selfish sometimes. There's nothing wrong with being selfish sometimes. Put yourself first. Take care of yourself and your needs. And that way you will be able to continue to put those people first when you do. Okay? All right? Self-love, self-motivation, self-dedication, self-determination, self-evaluation, self-esteem, self-control. All right? Betty says, hey, everyone. Retirement Days, Comfort Foods and more. They got snow today. So go over there and check out the short. Okay? Her and her fur baby, they got snow. And is that a boy or a girl, Betty, if you're still here? But she and the fur baby got snow today. So to those who got snow, stay warm. stay warm. I have to watch your other video. I was able to catch the short in between getting off and getting to the car. I saw your short. So you guys got snow just in time for Thanksgiving. You got it just in time for Thanksgiving, Betty. So enjoy that snow. Enjoy the snow. All right. She's a girl. Okay. Expecting 7 inches? Wow. Listen, enjoy. Enjoy that snow. Enjoy that snow. She she went out there and it was like, let's go, mama. Let's go. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Let's go. So you guys enjoy the snow that has come just in time for Thanksgiving. Listen, wherever you are, stay warm. Okay? If you don't have any family nearby, go somewhere and just spend some time with maybe a close friend, a co-worker. And if you don't like to do that, if you're like a loner, that's okay. That's okay. Or if you're not really a loner and you're in the area and your family's not around, do a Zoom call, do a video call, okay? Okay? This is the time of year where some people are going through seasonal affective disorder. I'm not talking about depression from, missing people and things like that. I'm talking about seasonal affective disorder, right? That comes along with the change in time. Okay, it can kind of set your rhythm off. Your circadian clock can be a little bit off. Your rhythm, your natural rhythm. It comes with there being more melatonin. The days are shorter. You have more nighttime. Sometimes that can depress people. Okay. All right. So seasonal affective disorder is slightly different from the depression that you have, the seasonal depression. Okay. It's slightly different. Let's see, who is that? Hello, Lunch Pride, Patty's Kitchen Garden and more. Hi, Patty. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you caught me. You and Betty. I've been in here acting silly with Adam. The J. Jordan, my moderator, he came in here. My moderator, Betty from Retirement Days, Comfort Foods and More. Please check out the J. Jordan, you guys, because he does a live every day and he does a few shorts per day. So check out one of them or all of them, whichever one you can do. Okay, we have to spread the support, right? Sometimes we don't have time to check everybody every day, but especially when people are dropping content consistently, you'll be able to catch something. Okay, please check out Betty from Retirement Days, Comfort Foods and More. She uploaded a short today and she has done a video, so I've got to check out the video. I saw the short. She got 7 inches of snow. Okay, so check them out. Patty's, check out Patty's. Okay, Patty's Kitchen and Garden and More. Great content. Y'all see what it is? Patty's Kitchen Garden and More. And more. A lot of times the more is the best part. But y'all know whenever you got kitchen in the name, okay? Whenever you got kitchen in the name. Let's see. I am still here hanging out with you. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. Jordan says, hey there, Patty. Let me see. Let me go up a little bit. I think I missed a couple. Let's see. I talked about SAD, seasonal affective disorder today. Really? Yes, we talk about that every year because it is a real thing, especially once the time changes. And a lot of people don't realize, I think sometimes they think it's all about the holidays, just being upset or not really upset, but sometimes, the holidays is a time where you miss family members, okay? You miss your family members that you love. You miss your friends and family members and people that your mentors and whoever, you miss them. But we do not medically, clinically, or professionally diagnose. We don't assess, we don't diagnose, we don't treat, we don't evaluate, we do not prescribe. But being in the field that I'm in, I know a lot about health, wellness, and fitness, and medicine. So there is a slight difference. If you don't believe me, listen. Google is your friend, okay? You can't go and run with everything on Google, but always make sure that you check reputable sources, okay? You guys know I always tell you to check reputable sources. Don't just listen to me. I have licenses, registrations, certifications, but I am not your primary care provider. I'm not a part of your fitness team, right? Your healthcare team, right? So listen to your doctor, listen to the professionals in your area, and do your research, okay? Do your research. What do I tell you guys? I can drop nuggets. Over here in Lions Pride, we do not. We don't assess. We don't diagnose. We don't treat. We don't evaluate. We do not prescribe. What I do is I drop nuggets. You guys drop nuggets in the chat, and we take those nuggets, right? We take the nuggets, we clean them up, and we take them and we research them. And we take them to our primary healthcare providers, right? Okay, and we have open lines of communication because you may have a physician, you may have a nurse practitioner, you may have a physician's assistant, you may have a specialty doctor, you may have a physical therapist, you may have an occupational therapist, right? Right? Okay, you may have a fitness coach, okay, a personal trainer. You guys need to be on the same page. You all need to be on the same page. Patty says, hey, Jordan, I have a friend who used to suffer from SAD. Really? That's right. Do your own research. Yes, you have to do your own research. And when you do your research, make sure, again, I will not say that something you Google will not be correct. But it may not be correct for your particular circumstance or your friend's circumstance or their family member's circumstance or the person that you know and love circumstance. It's a starting point. Make sure that you use reputable sources. Y'all, ain't nothing wrong with going to the library. They're still open. They keep updated books, journals, magazines, publishings, okay? Nothing wrong with going to the library. I know with AI and all this other stuff, you don't like to go to the library, but listen, the .orgs typically are okay. The .govs, I ain't trusting right now, okay? But there is still some information on .govs that will serve you good if they have not been tainted or touched right now, okay? Look at the dates and just look at the information. Sometimes they'll leave the date and they'll go in there and alter some things. So make sure that your sources are reputable, okay? We don't have doctors out here protesting for nothing, okay? We have doctors that are out here protesting because we have people who are not well-versed, people who are not trained, educated in the field, trying to disperse medical information, medical advice, right? Right? Right now we have people doing that who are not qualified. So you want to make sure that you consult your physician and make sure it is a physician that you trust, okay? Okay, we can only trust so much. I know some people don't like to go to the doctor, right? I understand. Nobody likes to take medicine, but your body is like a machine. Sometimes cars need oil changing. They need the transmission fluid changed. They need it checked, okay? Doesn't mean it's gonna always have to be changed, but it needs to be checked. You put so much money into making sure that your car functions. Put money into making sure that you are functioning as well. Love your little bit. That's what my granddaddy always used to tell me, okay? Love your little bit, all right? Let me see. And if I miss comments, y'all, it's because I'm always watching. I'm outside right now and it's dark. And it's really, really foggy tonight. So I have to keep my head on a swivel, okay? Let's see, that's right. Do your own research. You're getting in those steps. Yes. You know how the military says they do more before 6 a.m. than most people do all day? Well, when you work in certain occupations, you have certain fields that you work in, we get in more steps by 11 a.m. By then, we've gotten in anywhere from 10, 15, 20,000 steps. And then when you guys see us on here in the evening time, for those that come on like me in the evening, we're just getting in a little bit extra, right? We're getting in a little bit extra. Thank you so much for the hand claps. I appreciate you, Patty. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for coming over. Thank you, Jordan, for sharing out the live. I appreciate you. Again, you guys, please check out Patty's Kitchen Garden and More, okay? The J. Jordan. Go over there and get you a lot of exercise tips, okay? And just go over there and listen to some good music and have you some fun. Go over there and check out Retirement Days, Comfort Foods and More, Miss Betty. Check out some of her recipes, okay? All right, she's so soothing. When she's in the kitchen, even if it's something that, it doesn't matter what it is, okay? Okay? I like to hear her talk through it. And sometimes even when she's quiet and she's just mixing and doing things like that, that's very soothing. Okay? That's very soothing. It kind of gives off the effect like the ASMR does. But it's the visual. It's the visual. Thank you, Jordan. Patty says, you're welcome. Thank you. It's the visual, okay? Jordan will keep you motivated, keep you encouraged to just go. Go. Your journey, your walk may be different, but the end result is health and fitness, right? They say that your health is your wealth. What do I say over here? If you know me, you know what I say in Lions Pride. Your health and fitness are your wealth. I said they say that your health is your fitness. They say that your health is your wealth, right? And it is, okay? But I say that your health and your fitness are your wealth, okay? All right, if you can walk and talk at the same time, you're doing good. But remember, the main component is the walking, the movement. Keep moving. Keep moving. Move those arms. Move those legs. Watch the legs move. Watch my legs move. I tell you guys all the time, look at my legs and feet. Watch them move. Watch them move. Watch them move. Watch them move. Okay? Watch them move. Your pace may be this. Usually my pace is this every day, right? But some days I'm chill. I'm going to the gym today. So we've kind of have a chill day. We're like this. Okay? Anything that you do today, as long as you did more than you did yesterday, or the day before, or the week before, or the month before. Okay? Okay? Thank you, Patty. I appreciate you. As long as you've done more today than you did the day before. Now, if you take breaks and you're every other day kind of person, that's fine. That's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing cardio every day. But also make sure that you've consulted with your healthcare team about that, right? Right? So I don't know a doctor that doesn't want you to move, but if you have certain limitations, he may want you to move in a certain way. So that's why you guys have to come up with your schedule, your routine, your curriculum, okay? How it's going to be good for you. All right? How it's going to be good for you. Okay? So I think we done the R words. You guys, R is the favorite letter over here. Is one of them. So I encourage you, in case if you are retired, another R word, right? It doesn't matter. If you are retired, if you are working, if you have a couple of days off, if you have Thanksgiving off, if you have the day after off, if you don't have a day off, I always encourage you guys to take some time throughout the day to, one, exercise, get cardiovascular activity in. Cardiovascular aerobic activity, get that in. Okay? Grab your spouse, grab your kids, grab your parents. Some of your parents can outdo you. Grab your nieces and nephews, your cousins, grab your neighbors' kids. Get out there and have a weekly game or a monthly game, however you need to start. You know, schedules are crazy, right? A monthly game of kickball, football, basketball, softball, something. Or just walking. Just walking as a family, as a team, as a community. Okay, just walking. Get out there and move. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Keep moving. Okay? All right. Over here, we like to move with a purpose. Usually this is my purpose. Okay? Some days this is my purpose. Some days this is my purpose. Some days we do a minute of this and a minute of this. 2 minutes of this. 3 minutes of this. Right? We don't run and jog much because we do have a phone, okay? And even if you have a holder, that phone will fly, okay? I don't want to tear up my phone. I already need another one. So we can't jog over here like I would like. I do that off live, okay? So just move. Patty says retired. Look at that hand raised. Come on, Patty. So even if you are retired, right? You want to take some time to exercise during the day. And I know sometimes your parents, you work, you got to run and pick up the kids from cheer practice, football practice, soccer practice. You just really don't have time. But guess what? When you're sitting in the car, waiting for them to get out of practice, just make you a few laps around the school or whatever facility that they're in, okay? Take your stepper in your car, your stepper, and just use it. Sit there, turn around, sit it outside on the ground as you're waiting for your kids. Just use it, okay? Listen, you don't have to leave home. While you're cooking, make laps around the inside of your home, especially when it's really hot or when it's really cold. Make laps around the inside of your home, the biggest room of your home, your den, or several rooms. Just make laps, okay? Walk in place. You know, Rock Just Living, she reminded us that we could just walk in place. I love that one. You can march in place. Work those hip flexors, pull those knees up. Work those ankles, those knees, and those hip flexors. March in place, okay? Walk around the inside perimeter of your home. Walk around the outside perimeter of your home or your apartment complex. Get it in. Just make sure. If you can't do it an hour, do it for 30 minutes. If you can't do 30 minutes, come on now. We got to get 10 to 15, and you're doing good. Okay? I try to do walking every day. Yes, there is nothing wrong with cardio every day. It's the easiest form. It's the cheapest form. It's free. Walking. Okay? All right? And y'all know I tell you about 15 to 20 things a day that you can do. You can walk, right? You can jog. If you can, if those joints will allow, you can run, okay? But if you have joint issues, listen, be careful about the jogging and running. Just do the walking. You can skip, okay? You can dance, right? You can walk around the inside perimeter of your home that we just talked about, the outside perimeter of your home. You can walk your neighborhood. You can go to your local park. You can walk around the park. You can ride your bicycle at the park through the neighborhood. That's 10 things I've just told you. You can get on your elliptical. You can get on your treadmill. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I got a phone call. So I just named 10 things that you can do. You can get on your elliptical. You can get on your treadmill. You can get on your walking pad. You can get on your Peloton. Listen, you can go swimming. If it's too hot outside, go swimming outside. Get in that good water. If it's too cold, go swimming inside. That's 15 things. Okay? Use hills and mountains to your advantage. All right? Use your groceries to your advantage. You don't want to buy weights. Things are pricey. Use your groceries. Okay? Use your canned goods. Use your pounds of sugar and flour. Use what you have at home. Okay? All right? And if you feel like you're not getting the results that you want anymore, you've hit a plateau and you need to start doing something different. We can do this. Boom, 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 boom. I often do this. Just switch it up a little bit. Use the simple things around you that don't cost a lot. And even if you have the most expensive equipment, using the simple things is always great. Okay? All right? So I'm going to slow down a little bit more so I can see the comments. Let's see. Walk around my yard. Yes, you can walk around the perimeter of your home, your yard, your neighborhood, your house, your apartment complex, your job at work, the parking lot. You're out there shopping. You're getting some steps in as you shop. But if you're about to take it in, listen, walk around that parking lot a couple of times. Okay? I must keep these joints moving and clear my mind. Yes, because we say over here, when you exercise, it's not just about your physical. It's about your physical, your mental, your spiritual, your emotional. Because it's about heart, mind, body, and soul. Okay? You want to focus on your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health. Okay? Your mental health. Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Okay? Okay, sorry about that, y'all. That's what you want to focus on. Those are what you want to focus on. Your physical, your mental, your spiritual, and your emotional. So the exercise, the moving, that just help physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. Okay? It's all about the heart, mind, body, and soul. All right? All right? And I don't like to say that I'm a motivator. What I like to see is once people have determined that they're going to do something, then they've already become motivated. I like to encourage you. Because sometimes once we become motivated, we'll take 2 steps forward, 3 to 4 steps back. I want to encourage you to continue to go forward. Sometimes we won't go back, but we'll stop. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Okay? Cardiovascular aerobic activity. Aerobic meaning using oxygen. All right? Every day, take you some deep breaths in and out. In and out. 3 to 4 times whenever you just feel like it. You know, sometimes you have to yawn, right? Kind of have to just let it release some of those old gases. Top and bottom, right? Well, just take some deep breaths in. Pull in that O2, that good old oxygen. And release that CO2, that carbon dioxide and other gases. Pull in that O2. And you can do that throughout the day. Do it when you first get up. Do it at breakfast. Do it at lunch. Do it whenever you just need to do it. Right? Clears things out. It clears things out. Okay? If you are dealing with seasonal affective disorder, please consult your primary healthcare provider. Okay? Please consult your local psychologist, psychiatrist, whoever you have available. Okay? Please consult them. If you deal with seasonal moodiness, depression due to the holidays, consult your primary care provider. Okay? All right? And look for non-medicinal ways to deal with it first. Okay? We always want to try the non-medicine approach first. Okay? Try the non-medicine approach first. Remember, just as we have to work our bodies, And that physical activity helps with your physical health and fitness, your mental health and fitness, your emotional health and fitness, your spiritual health and fitness. There are things in the past that have happened to you, things that happen to you today that you can't change. Okay? You've got to learn to either forgive and move on, or find a way to at least tolerate and deal with the situations and move on. Depending on who those situations were caused by, certain family members, parents, children, you only live once. Try your best to find ways to forgive, to connect, and then to be as good as you can be given the circumstances, okay? All right? And remember, before you start your workout, you want to what? Stretch, okay? You want to stretch, and you want to do a light cardio, preparing your circulatory system, your cardiovascular system, preparing it to work, okay? So you want to do some stretching, okay? Do those stretches, all right? Preparing your joints, okay? Your tendons, your ligaments, preparing them to work, all right? Then you want to start a light cardio, preparing your heart, your lungs, your circulatory system, your cardiovascular system, preparing it for work, okay? You want to prepare it for work. So that's your warm-up. Then you want to go into your exercise, okay? And once you're done, you want to what? Cool down, okay? Bring that heart rate back down. Bring that blood pressure back down. Bring the body core's temperature back down, okay? And then you want to what? Stretch again. You want to start with stretching, and you want to end with stretching. And you want to start that light cardio, helping to increase that synovial fluid in the synovial cavities. Once you increase the synovial fluid and the synovial cavities, your joints will rub together more smoothly, okay? Even if you have joint issues, they will rub together more smoothly. Now, that being said, again, we are not your healthcare providers. It depends on the extent of injury that you have, right? But I know most people want you to move as long as it doesn't hurt and it's not uncomfortable and it's not causing any damage, okay? So, we talked about self-love, self-motivation. Motivate yourself. Self-dedication, self-determination, self-esteem, self-respect. Somebody's got a flat tire, okay? And remember, get you some rest, relaxation, okay? Rest and relaxation. Regroup, okay? Recoup, okay? Recover, all right? If you're not off, try to make some time. Your kids are out of school. Try to make a little bit more time for yourself to rest, relax, recover. You see a cup that's half full, right? Repour, replenish, restore, rebuild, okay? Reinvent. Remember who you were, who you are, and who you want to be, okay? All right? Again, refill that cup. Replenish your heart, mind, body, and soul. Our words, okay? Remember who you were, who you are, and who you want to be. All right? Reset, refocus, and restart. All right? Reset, refocus, and restart. All right? So don't let bothered people bother you. It's easier said than done. I know. I have a flaw. I think we all have flaws, but one of my biggest ones is a lack of patience. So I have to try to continue to teach myself to be more patient. You know, we have flaws at all ages, right? So try not to let bothered people ignite your flaws, okay? Sometimes they just beat on them and they get you riled up. Try not to let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. And they say that misery loves company, and that is so true. But oftentimes, people just like creating misery, you know? Sometimes they're just evil like that. They just like to create misery. And what do I tell you guys about that? If they come around you with sheep's clothing on and everything's all good and they start to unzip those sheep's clothing and wolves come out, tell them to GTGAG. Grab their grip and go, okay? Grab their grip and go, okay? And if you're in their place and everything's been cool and all of a sudden they start to act different, grab your grip and go. GYGAG. Grab your grip and go. You guys know I like to correlate things one to another, whether they even really match or not. I find a way to match them. That's how I like to try to make my channel different. Because we're all pretty much saying a lot of the same things on here. But I use a lot of my grandparents and my great-grandparents and my parents. A lot of the things that they said back in the day, I do that. And that's one thing I do too. You know, I try to take something that's totally different and I correlate it, right? That's how we do over here. M&Ms. Moderation and modification. We're not talking about the candy coated, the chocolate with the candy coatings. We're not talking about that. The candy coated chocolates. We're talking about M&Ms. Moderation and modification. In all that you do. Even in the good that you do. The good exercises. You don't want to overextend. You don't want to injure yourselves. Okay? Be careful about the way you do things. Practice correct form and technique. Okay? Practice correct form and correct technique so that you don't injure yourselves. All right? So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Tomorrow is Wednesday. If you know anything about some good old Southern cooking, you got your cornbread did last night. All right? 2 days before, at least. 2 to 3 days before. Get that cornbread ready. You going to eat that cornbread. Get that cornbread ready for that cornbread dressing. Buttermilk, make it even better. Buttermilk cornbread dressing. Buttermilk cornbread dressing. If you're not from the South, like me, you got family everywhere. You've lived everywhere. Once you get a taste of that Southern eating, you have people all up north talking about, this is Southern this and Southern that. No, baby, that ain't Southern nothing right there. What you cooking? Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. Get you some good old, listen, if you from, I say maybe Virginia all the way through Texas, maybe you know a little bit about what I'm talking about. Get you some good old cornbread dressing prepared tonight if you didn't do it last night. All right? And for those of you who are going to use this as your cheat week, make sure that you get back on track. Listen, you may cheat, but you can still exercise that day. All right? You may cheat, but you can still exercise on Thanksgiving Day. That's just, I used to be like, oh, I'm going on vacation. I ain't finna exercise. They got that free gym down there. You paying, they got all those amenities. You better get down there and work out. You better get down there and work out. You're welcome, Patty. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you guys for hanging in here with me. I'm about to get in here, get ready, get me some, about 4 ounces of chocolate milk, because I can't, the sugar. Chocolate milk has so much sugar, y'all, but it's a short-term fix. When you've been walking and something like that, the protein in the milk, it's a short-term fix. Get those carbs in, but you don't want too much, okay? So I'm not going to drink a cup, just like about 4 ounces, about half a cup. Then we're going to hit the gym. So if I see you guys live, I will stop through and say hello. And if I don't see you live and I miss it, I will leave a comment. All right. Thank you so much, Patty, for being here. Thank you, Jordan, my moderator. Betty, my moderator. Retirement Days, Comfort Foods, and more. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Much love to each and every one of you guys. And remember, peace, positivity, and prosperity. Without peace, what do you have? I tell you every day, you got chaos. Without positivity, negativity creeps in. And wherever chaos and negativity live, roam, hold hands, and dance together. If you allow it to affect you too much, you won't prosper to your fullest potential. I'm not going to say you're not going to prosper. And you might prosper to your fullest potential, but don't let that peace and chaos, that negativity and chaos kind of cause more friction than necessary. Okay? Don't let it cause more friction than necessary. We're human. It's going to happen. But just see your way through. Make your way through. Okay? See and make your way through. Thank you so much for the hearts, Patty. And thank you. Look, oh my gosh, Patty, it's so good. It is so good. It is so good. And when I get done working out, that's the first thing I do. I get about 4 ounces of it. Sometimes just a couple of sips. And then, of course, I have to get my water. I get my water before I work out and after. So that's why you guys don't see me drinking a lot of water when I'm walking, because I get it before. You got to make sure that you don't get too much to weigh you down, but you got to make sure that you have enough so that you don't cramp and things like that as well. So I get it before and then I get it after. And make sure that you strive for 6 to 8 ounce cups or glasses of water a day, unless we have to tell you the other side. Over here, I like to tell you one side and I tell you the other side. Unless you have restrictions. If you have medical restrictions, then drink the amount of water that you have been prescribed to drink, okay? If you have medical restrictions, drink the amount of water or fluids that you have been prescribed to drink. Hopefully, you don't. And if you don't, get you 6 to 8 ounce glasses per day, okay? And if you don't, go by the 8 ounces, 8 cups a day. Use your weight. Go by your weight. Some people choose to do it by their weight. So I will see you guys on the next one. Again, thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Bye, y'all.